Game and a look at what's happening at the ballpark. It's time for the Ameren, Illinois pregame show. Let's send it down to the field and check in with the voice of the Chiefs, Nathan Believa.
Thank you, Lee. Thanks for coming out tonight as we finish up a homestand. My guest here on the pregame show today, Jake Dahlberg, our Pekin Insurance Beyond the Expected Player of the Game from last night. A complete game shutout, 8 hits, 6 strikeouts. Whole lot of zeros in that line score for you last night. You had to feel pretty good as you walked out of here last night. How do you evaluate your performance now today?
Looking back at it, I was just challenging hitters all night, staying aggressive in the zone. No walks, that's very important. I know I'm pitching to contact for the most part, and so I rely on my defense a lot, and those guys did a heck of a job behind me last night, and all the credit to them. That was a good team win all the way around.
Take us a little bit behind the scenes in the ninth inning. You go out there, I think you're at 95 pitches to start the ninth inning, so you go out there, first guy gets a hit, and Kale comes out there. What happens from there?
I'm begging and pleading not to come out of the game. I knew they had a guy getting up in the bullpen down there, and so I was just doing everything in my power to stay out there, and thankfully we got that double play right after that. Then we talked about that in the mound visit out there, said we needed to get one, and fortunately we got it the very next pitch. And again, my defense was there for me all night, just like they were in that play, and it kept me in the game.
You had the fist pump there on the double play because you knew that meant that got you one more hitter and a chance, right?
Absolutely. That was the blood was flowing at that point, and that was a great moment.
You get to 104 pitches on that last batter, so I'm guessing if that guy gets on, you're probably done, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Kale said even if the guy that I got in that double play, if I would have got him out taking more than one pitch, I was probably done after that. So I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Yeah, it worked out perfectly. You had some college coaches that made the trip down from Chicago to watch you, so that had to be pretty cool, too. I know they were all over Twitter, and UIC Baseball was all over Twitter congratulating you as well, so that had to feel great for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of last minute, He messaged me the night before the game and said, hey, can you leave a ticket? And I said, yeah, absolutely. We've been trying to get them out to a game, and, since played in Chicago in college, they're not too far away, and so I was very happy they could come out and, watch me play at the professional level for the first time,
We were having some fun on Twitter. Yesterday happened to be Left-Handers Day, and you're the only left-handed starter we've had all season long for those 3 starts, which you actually knew. I was kind of surprised, and Danny asked you in the postgame, you knew that. You wear number 13, which to a lot of people is a jinx, but it's your favorite number, so you're right in there with all that stuff, aren't you?
Yeah, you could say I'm a little superstitious, so when all that stuff kind of lined up together in my mind, I was like, it's going to be a good day today.
Yeah, there you go.
My girlfriend actually told me it was Left-Handers Day. I had no idea at first when I woke up, but she reminded me of that, and so I was, hey, here we go,
We actually went back and looked it up. It's been 7 years since a lefty had thrown a 9-inning complete game for the Chiefs, and that was a no-hitter back in 4th of July 2011 by Austin Kirk. So you put it up there. Paul did it earlier this year up in Kane County with the no-hitter. So 2 complete game shutouts at A-ball level is pretty rare, and now you're a part of that for the season. So that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, the extra accolades are always great. You try not to think about those during the season. You just want to go out there and be successful and compete every night. And, what comes with that is just a bonus. Just enjoy pitching, enjoy playing, and, I love the outcome.
Day after a start, what's it like for you?
Recovery mode, trying to get my arm back in shape. I just play some light catch, get some blood flowing, and, do my arm care, do my lift, and it's kind of more a laid-back day, not as serious, ramping things up in the outfield and all that, but I feel good right now. I'm feeling healthy. Couldn't tell that I threw 104 pitches. I feel pretty good about it. So
you mentioned earlier a big team win. There's been a lot of those, obviously, lately. The way this team has been playing, made the playoffs in the first half, best record in the West Division here in the second half. With this team, what is it about this team that you've seen in the 3 weeks that you've been here where it might be a game where things don't go well, like it happened in King County the other day where it was 12-5? You guys have a short memory, and it's just forgotten about. Next day, go out, get a couple hits. Somebody gets a big hit. Somebody gets a big out. You get a double play ball, and this team just keeps on cruising.
Absolutely. I think that's the mindset all the way throughout the clubhouse, along with the coaches, too. It's just one pitch at a time, and you flush the last pitch, and you just keep moving on. Baseball is a game of failure, so we all know we're going to fail quite a bit. But everyone's always prepared for the moment, and I think that having that short memory exemplifies that because everyone comes out ready to play. It's a new day today. Yesterday happened. It's over with now, and we're moving on and looking forward to tonight's game.
There's a lot of picking up a teammate as well on this, whether it's a guy gets on against you and a catcher throws him out trying to steal, or a double play ball like happened yesterday, or even the crazy play we had yesterday on the pick off the first and then still getting out on that play, which is not exactly how you draw it up, but you guys seem to pick each other up. Does that come from that chemistry in the clubhouse as well?
Yeah, I think you could put it to that. Everyone just has such a great vibe in there. Everyone gels. We're pretty laid back, and we love playing baseball, So when we come out here, we get to show that on the field, and, I got to buy Curtly a steak for sure because I would not have stayed in the game if he didn't make that play. So I owe him a lot of thanks for that.
Yeah, great throw over to third base and got that covered. And you guys have been laughing a lot down in the clubhouse with DJ here. I know that's how it always is, kind of with Swagger too. But DJ gets you guys all going. He's like a stand-up comic in there, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Loud guy, and he keeps it up in there. It's light, it's fun, it's energetic, and it's always good to have some days if guys are tired or dragging a little bit. DJ will come in there and he'll be the loudest guy in the room and wake us all right up, and gets everyone going. It's good. He has all kinds of stories to tell us, and it's always, you never know what you're going to get, but it's always good.
A little different. Our coaching staff's pretty young. All the guys that played recently, and then you get a guy with DJ's experience, 4 decades in. Most of those with the Cardinals since his playing days ended. So is it a little different to be able to kind of listen to those stories that go way back to before you were born and back into the 70s and 80s?
Absolutely. When he's talking, your ears open up. You're always listening, and because you never know. You do know you're going to learn something new from a guy. You're going to hear something that you've never heard before. So it's always intriguing to pay attention to what he has to say.
We got a 9-game road trip that starts tomorrow, 3 different cities. What's a bus trip like for you? What are you doing back there?
Oh, I'm pretty quiet. I don't talk much. If the team's playing a game, I'll join in the game. I got Netflix on my phone, just a small screen, and I'll zone into that here and then. Try to get some sleep if I can. Just trying to get to the hotel as quick as possible, honestly, even though I'm not in control of that. But
is there a show you're ready to binge watch this week? You looking for something new? What do you got?
I actually just finished. I was watching. It's called Peaky Blinders. It's only 4 seasons long, unfortunately. So I'm hoping they come out with a new one of those. Been watching a little bit of Shameless, and I'll watch The Office. I'm watched it 7 times through already, but it never gets old, so I'm going to keep that one going.
There you go. See, the new Hard Knocks debuts tonight on HBO, so that'll be on HBO Now tomorrow. So that'll be my bus trip till we get to that hotel.
Yeah,
so.
I heard that's really good to watch, so I'm going to have to check that out.
Not a Cleveland fan, but I just love the show and ready for football.
Absolutely,
so.
Yeah, football's close, coming up.
That. Yeah, so that'll be the first part. Then I think we stop at the mall in Iowa City, get some lunch. And the food court and be ready to go. And for you, you're getting to see a couple new ballparks. We do go back to King County, but that's got to be a cool part for you, too. You got the tour in State College of a couple places, and now new ballparks here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we talked about Bohannock last time we talked and how he plays with the Astros, so I've seen pictures of that ballpark from him, and it's a beautiful place, so I'm looking forward to getting to do that. And that's the great part about baseball is you get to travel to new places that you've never seen before, and I love that aspect of it. So I'm looking forward to seeing some new places on the road.
He probably won't give you any tips on how to face his former teammates when you pitch against Quad Cities.
No, he probably won't do that for me.
Hopefully he's not giving those guys any tips on how to hit against you either.
I would hope he doesn't.
Yeah. So we'll see. But great job last night. Congratulations. And we'll see you in Quad Cities on the mound again.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right, Jake Dahlberg, who was our player of the game last night, will be gone for 9. Back on the 24th. Don't forget, get playoff tickets at the box office before you leave today. Wednesday, September 5th. $9 tickets for dugout and field box. We thank you for spending your 2 for Tuesday here with us at Dozer Park.